to the finale of the first triannual sketch competition. I'm Peter.
And I'm Taylor, and we run the Toronto Sketch Comedy YouTube page, collaborating with comedians all over the city, hoping to collaborate with more soon, and making sketch competitions like this one.
Yeah, big thank you to everybody that participated, viewed, and voted.
And shared it and laughed along with us, or even the people who didn't do anything and just sat back and was like, damn, I wish I was a part of that. Thank you to you guys, because now we're on the radar.
And now we're doing number 2.
Number 2.
We are officially announcing number 2, second triannual sketch competition. We want to do way more, and the reason why we can do this is because of everyone that participated. Like we said, you guys came through, amazing sketches, hilarious.
Very funny.
And people loved them. People loved all the sketches.
Yeah, and it was so much fun to watch. And you're here right now because we're going to see who walked away with that $500. We've got 3 sketches. Let's get into it. Number 3.
Hi, I'm Tamlin, and I accidentally killed my sister. I know, right? Hi, I'm Tamlin Bryson, and I'm one of the group members of Cookie Biscuits. So we created I Accidentally Killed My Sister as part of the 48-hour film challenge. So that challenge gave us a few prompts. Our genres were horror and mockumentary, and we knew that myself and my sister were going to be 2 of the cast members. So Chris, our head writer, said, okay, I know I have sisters, I know I have mockumentary horror, and then he came up with the basic premise of I Accidentally Killed My Sister. I figured I should document it, so I got my film crew. Hi guys!
What happened to you?
I mean, creating the film in 48 hours was a bit of a hurdle in and of itself. We had to write, film, and edit the entire thing in 48 hours. But surprisingly, this one actually went pretty smoothly, which isn't the case for a lot of 48-hour film challenges. Certainly has not always been the case for us. But things really just clicked along on this one. All right, you can set up right over there.
What the hell? What did you do?
I think there were some technical difficulties for my sister because she had to lie there looking dead with her eyes open, which is not an easy thing to do, and I think that she did a really great job.
Oh, you bitch. You killed me?
It was an accident. Jeez, let it go.
I would not.
Suck a butt.
Alright, well, that's all I'm just
No, wait, I'm gonna resurrect you.
Oh, please. You couldn't resurrect a limp dick.
Personally, my favorite moment of the sketch is when I'm walking home from the haunted tour and this random guy jumps out of the bushes and asks if I need help disposing a body, and I'm like, yeah, now we're talking. And he goes, hey bitch, I asked you a question. I just think that line is so funny, and he delivered it so well, and it's one of those things that I don't know how Chris came up with that line. It's just so good.
Hey, you looking to resurrect a body?
Now we're talking!
Hey bitch, I asked you a question.
One part that was more, we were coming up with it on the spot, is when we go back to flashbacks of what happened the night before, and it's all cell phone footage of my sister and I, like, getting drunk, and she's, like, throwing things in microwaves, and she's getting ready to juggle knives. And there was so much more footage that we couldn't fit into the sketch of, like, her eating a Tide Pod and, like, cartwheeling into a wall. So that's another one of my favorite parts of the sketch. And when I, like, whisper into the camera, I'm gonna kill my sister, and you see her behind me going, I'm gonna live forever! She just delivered that line so well, and I love that part. I'm gonna kill my sister. I'm gonna live forever! One of the funniest behind the scene moments in my eyes was that we were worried Christina, at the beginning, she had to lie with her legs pointing up in this awkward way while we're filming confessionals in front of her, and we were worried it was going to be really uncomfortable, but she actually just fell asleep while we were filming that part. So we're glad that it was actually a pretty comfy position. It was pretty funny. So are we gonna do this? Ah! Whoa! So Cookie Biscuits is actually currently in development for a web series, which we've been working on the scripts really hard, and we're really excited to be able to produce it when we can film things in the world again, which is hopefully soon.
Satanus reverter stultus sodomea. Satanus reverter stultus sodomea. Satanus reverter stultus sodomea. It's working! Satanus reverter stultus sodomea. Satanus reverter stultus sodomea.
You can find Cookie Biscuits on our website, which is cookiebiscuits.ca, or on Instagram at cookie.biscuits. We're also on YouTube at Cookie Biscuits Comedy. Thanks for watching.
You did it.
I did it. You killed me, you stupid bitch!
How do you like that? How do you like it now? So I accidentally killed my sister.
We are back, and you're probably thinking right now, damn guys, why am I not watching the number 2 video?
I'm thinking that.
Yeah, me too. Well, that's because there is no number 2 video, because we have a tie for first.
Unbelievable. We
Two
couldn't believe it. I
winners.
couldn't believe it. I was losing my mind.
It was nuts.
I screenshotted the results because I wanted you to believe me. 260 votes each.
3 weeks of voting, it came down to the wire. Last vote was 11:32 p.m., May 1st, right before midnight. It was a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, and because of all the hard work you put in to sharing and creating your sketches, we are going to give both of you $250.
Congrats to Matthew Martineau
Congrats,
and Lauren
congrats.
and Caitlin for $250 for your sketches. So let's check those interviews out right now without further ado. Here's your number ones.
Hi, everybody. This is Lauren and Caitlin of the famed Lauren and Caitlin.
Yeah, this is actually my first time in Quebec.
We met each other in Ryerson Film School, and we've been making sketch comedy together for as long as
we've known
I've
each other.
known you.
Yes. Well,
Lauren.
I wrote this a while ago, or at least had the concept for a Benum themed horror movie because he's so gross looking in nature. and we were looking up his stats. We were looking up the Benum's stats, and it was like 7 feet tall, 7 feet of packed snow. Like it was,
We're like, it's scary. It was
yeah.
Like, it was like 8 feet tall and 700 pounds of packed
of
snow.
packed snow incarnate, and we're like, oh god.
When we rented the costume from a costume warehouse in Toronto, I went to pick it up, and the people that worked at the costume warehouse asked me what it was for, like, because usually it's for a school thing, like someone wears it to school. And I was like, oh, actually, like, we're making, like, a horror movie kind of with it. And they were like, oh, my God, it's about time, because whenever someone returns the costume, every single person has a story about making a child cry in the costume. So,
Oh my god.
the weather.
The weather was awful. The weather was so cold, and our very dear friend Nick Tieringer did so much for this movie and was like outside running around in like 8 feet of snow, just like putting up lights, and like we had in a shot in the short where the Benum is standing in the middle of a pentagram that is surrounded by fires, and they were all real fires lit by Nick, who was like, every time we would go to roll, one of them would go out, and he was just like running around that circle, not messing up the pentagram.
Through
the pentagram lines. I always laugh when Tim goes, "Who is he?"
He's inside the house.
Yes.
Also, we recorded that after. Like,
I know.
we made the trailer and we felt like that was missing, so we had Tim come over and like whisper it into a Zoom mic.
I love the split diopter, Caitlin standing with the axe at the end of the hallway.
I was just
and the Benum walks by, and I couldn't stop laughing at the way Rachel's body looked in that costume.
Body yaddy yaddy.
Body yaddy 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 yaddy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Benum is actually caked and really hot in real life, so just...
I have to say that because this was also really fun to shoot all the stuff in the basement with Lauren when she gets like attacked by Bonhomme. That was also a technically difficult shot to get because we were all like holding a light over Lauren's head to
one of those
make it seem like the lighter
lamps. Yeah.
light, and we were all like shuffling backwards.
Hello. Tim, is that you? Well, everything Tommy says is pretty much improvised.
We're gonna get fucked up.
And everything that he says is better than what I could write for him, so.
Dude, my car's gone.
When he says, how about we call the fucking professionals? I laugh every time. It's so good.
Go check on your friends.
How about we call the fucking professionals?
Funniest behind the scenes moment?
We know.
You tell it.
So in the shot when we enter the barn and the camera like pans and then you see Bonhomme out the window and it like zooms in. After that shot was completed, Rachel was standing outside in the snow by herself and we were like motioning to her in the window that she could come in, and she managed to fall down in the snow.
She got stuck in the ice and fell. So she got stuck in the ice and she fell.
Right, yeah. And because the costume was so packed with blankets and so top heavy, she couldn't get up.
Oh my God.
We have a video of her just rolling in the snow outside, and all of us are just in the window filming and laughing. It's actually kind of mean.
I know. And then Tommy goes out to help her, but lights a cigarette like midway. Just no urgency at all. This is crazy.
Go to in front of her, yeah.
Yes.
Next, it's our short film that's coming up in October, and then hopefully we're going to be able to make some sketch comedy content in between then for you guys this summer. You can find us on YouTube, youtube.com/Lauren and Caitlin, or on Instagram or Twitter @Lauren and Kate, CAIT, and Facebook, Lauren and Caitlin. We're easy to find.
And you can always just come by our house. It's 5.
We hope that Bonhomme brought you some laughs, and I hope we can bring you some laughs in the future. Screen recording didn't save from the first half.
No! Okay.
Hi there, my name is Matt Martineau, and I would also like to introduce you to my drag persona as well. Hi there, I'm Messy Margaret, and I am Toronto's premier canned tuna drag queen. And that's no-name tuna, not cloverleaf, because that's too expensive. Oh, this place. Marty, we just sat you at table 3. So both Messy Margaret and I are pretty new to the sketch comedy world. I did do the improv program at Second City, and then I was also in the conservatory program. And I've always loved comedy. I've always loved character stuff. I classify myself as a character actor. Fine. I will go to them as soon as I drop off the bill for the drunk French lady at table 5. And let's not forget our motto. We never skip on the fun. Yeah? You got it, Carl. So the premise for the sketch was inspired from my TikTok videos where I do a lot of restaurant POVs. Even like the Penne Barn has been mentioned in that specifically on its own. And then I also have the Karen character, Matan Shetty, like these are standalone characters, and then a whole bunch of restaurant POVs. So I kind of like took inspiration from some of those videos and then just wrote a script based on that. And I've also worked for many, many, many years in the restaurant industry as a server. We never skip on the fun. We never skip on the fun. We never skip on the fun. Because hurdles for me in this sketch was really trying to pay attention to all of the details and filming all of these characters, because I played all 4 characters myself. So things like sight lines and just trying to remember, because I didn't do it all in one day. Here, Marty. She's not just your guest, right? Carl. Well, here at the Penne Barn, the people who dine here aren't just our guests. They're our friends. And you, Marty, let your friend order a boring glass of wine when it's Sassy Sangria Saturday. You can tell that it's not an actual restaurant, that I'm in, my house, but I did want to do as much as I could. So if you look in like the background, you can see like I set up like glasswares and roll-ups and stuff just to kind of give more of an illusion that I was in a restaurant. So for me, the funniest moment in the sketch was probably when Matan Shetty jerks awake. All right. Oh, for Christ's sake. Excuse me. What's going on? And I just have to say that Matan Shetty is honestly my favorite character to play. She's a composite of my grandmother and one of my aunts. I have a French-Canadian family on my mom's side, so I always just have so much fun playing her. I love the accent. It's so regional. It's very like Sturgeon Falls, Northern Ontario. When I laugh out loud at any moment in that sketch, it's that moment when she's... My favorite part of the sketch was probably the Karen stuff. The bread is stale. Every single time we come here, the bread is stale. I love playing this Karen character, all the way down to that Midwestern accent that I do with her, oh yeah. Well, I don't know, it's just the food is always so disgusting here. It's just so much fun to play like a villain. I love playing villains. I love like bitchy, mean, middle-aged women in film and television. I've always been inspired by those characters. So I did write a script for this, but if you go to my TikTok, you'll see that the Penne Barn was already a concept that I had come up with. I actually came up with it with my Conservatory 6 teacher, Karen Parker. She helped me write a different version of this sketch for a live performance. The Karen character, I had like a little series for her. Matan Shetty's on there, Carl the manager, and then myself as Marty. I find for myself with sketch comedy, it's, I look at the script as more of like an outline, and then things come to life when you're shooting. So there's a lot of beauty and stuff to be found in the improv. So definitely some improvised moments in there. Hey, no, don't worry. Just go get me the other glass and I'll add it before I go. So next for me is just really continuing on this path that I'm on, continuing to work on my drag makeup, my drag aesthetic, also continuing to work on sketch comedy, my video editing skills and all that stuff, to finish the Second City Conservatory once we're able to do venues again. So I'm really looking forward to all of that. I am going to be doing the second part of this competition as well. So look out for a new sketch for me that will involve some other people. So that'll be fun. And on social media, you can find me on Instagram at What a Mess, or you can just search Matt Martineau or Messy Margaret and you'll find it. On TikTok, I am Messy Margaret Queen 20, and on Facebook, I am Matt Martineau, and on YouTube, I am Messy Sketchy. So follow me on everything. We'll have so much fun together. And thank you for all the love and support on this video. I've had so much fun promoting this, and I can't wait to do more. So look out. The Messy Margaret brand, she's coming for ya.
Thank you everybody for watching. That was stupid fun.
Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow us on IG because there's more content coming. There's more competitions coming.
Yeah, and you can find the competition dates right here for the second one. They're also available on our website, torontosketchcomedy.com.
And if you have not checked out the top 3 sketches in their entirety, you absolutely should. They're 100%. Hilarious.
Amazing.
And look no further because we're going to premiere them back to back to back right after this. Link is in the bio. We hope you have a great night. Bye. Bye.